So welcome back, gamers. Last episode, the season premiere was building the navigation deck to install the the antenna array. We built this in little additional spots here so that we could just run around and see the front of our ship while we were building. All of this eventually, the shark's going to tear it down. What we did make is a little access port on this side, so if we end up falling off the ship, we have a way to get back on our ship, which will lead us into the bows of the ship, where we have our anchor, and eventually we'll have our motors and stuff. And we're going to mirror this side onto this side. We spent a lot of time building this entire array, or building this entire section of the ship, and discovering how to set up the radio receiver. We made a couple batteries to put in it. We had to discover how far away these had to go in order to get it all on here, and through the whole process of last episode, the season premiere of Season 2, we made our way all the way to the first stage of the storyline, which is this radio tower. We don't know anything about it other than it popped up on here. Let me show you real quick so that you can catch you up. We stuck the battery in here, we turned this on, it gave us a coordinate based on 1007. This comes from your journal that you're keeping. It says the radio tower, number 1007. So here you can move these items and change the numbers. And you get to 1007, and this will pop up here. It'll tell you how far away it is. And as you can see, it's right there. It says it's 64, so I guess that's, I don't know, 64 feet, 64 tiles. I don't think it's 64. It might be 64 tiles. Probably each number on there is one of these tiles, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to spend the resources to find out. But let's go ahead and get into this episode, and we're going to explore this. In case you're wondering, I parked my ship a little bit further away from it. I didn't go right onto it because I didn't want Bruce to be pestering me. See how Bruce, he will continue patrolling the ship foundations. So if I get away from him soon enough, then I don't have to worry about him while I'm swimming underneath the water. So as you can see, Bruce is nowhere to be seen over here. So I suppose the first thing I want to do is I want to explore the ocean bottom before I go on top of here. I want to gather whatever I can from the bottom. This is kind of exciting. So let's go ahead and get started. I did make us a flippers and oxygen bottle so I could stay under the water longer and explore further. So what I'm finding is this. Oh, of course, Bruce came to find me. I guess he patrols this area too. Looks like I have stuff in between me and him. See if he can get me. Can you get me? No, he can't. Alright, so we can play hide and seek a little bit with the shark. I will probably kill him before too long if he threatens my health. What I'm finding is that this is pretty similar to all the other islands that I've been to. Looks like, with the exception of I don't see any metal here. I need some oxygen, so let's go up. I'm finding scrap underneath here, sand and clay, so I don't see anything major on the sea bottom. The only thing I kind of like is that Bruce has a little bit of a hard time biting me, because I guess these pillars get in his way. He has been able to bite me, well, that's twice now. But I want to go up to this next level and take a look. It's still underwater, so I'm going to take a breath, and then I'm going to go up underneath here. I think Bruce can definitely get me. The shark can definitely get me, but we're going to go inside of here and take a look. I don't see anything I can pick up. Doesn't look like Bruce can get inside here. Oh, I can just pick it up. I don't actually have to farm it with the thing. So I can press E. That's cool. Looks like we got a box. We got a recipe for mushroom omelet. So far, I haven't picked up any mushrooms. Those are going to be on our main islands, the bigger islands. We'll have mushrooms and dirt. But it looks like that's pretty much it for this little room. So let's go up and get some air. We'll keep searching the underneath here, see if there's anything else to grab. I think that's pretty much it for this bottom level. We're going to go up one more level. Looks like we have, ooh, we got a briefcase. A new note has been added. So let's get some air and take a look at the new note. So, the new note, 2 months we have been working on these reactors, 2 months working to save the world, and with no one to tell our story to. Our names aren't important. They gave us all nicknames after that foreman leaked everything about the North Pole testing project. What is the North Pole testing project? As if that made no difference. Hell, as if any of us can make any difference at all at this point. Sparrow has been wary since the initial pitch, especially over the details that have been glossed over. Apparently, the prototype is nowhere near stable. There was no mention of what happened to the Chinese team that came before us. Ren was supposed to be one of them, but he's not letting anything show. Al mumbled something about the emergency cooling system looking shoddy, which wasn't the half of it, but I knew better than to rattle on about it. I mean, they gave us someplace dry to work on. God knows those are in short supply. So it looks like by this note on December 12th, that we have a couple people's names. Sparrow is a nickname. Al is a nickname. The Chinese are a part of this. Something about a North Pole testing project. And they've been working on it for 2 months. Okay, and apparently this looks like it's sinking or continuing to sink or something. So we found a note. Oh, we got another box in here. We got a new recipe. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Let's look at the rest of this level. Looks like that's pretty much it. Looks like we have another level up here that we can explore. Yeah, so let's see if we can hop up onto this next level. Yes, we can. Alright, so let's start over here and take a look at what we can pick up and grab. Looks like we got a note on the wall. Robbie, boat's gone. Bruce is after me. Gonna stay here until I find a way off this place. Mike. Alright, so Robbie and Mike are two names. Looks like we have some type of cage here. Caught a shark, named him Bruce. So, now you guys are let in on the little secret, why I constantly call the shark Bruce. It's because of this right here. Caught a shark, named him Bruce. So it looks like he caught a shark inside of this. I wonder if we can catch the shark later in the game. I got you, Bruce. Let's see what else we have in here. Some plastic, some scrap. Nothing else in there. B2. Nothing in B2. Okay. Let's look in B1. Some plastic. Do these open? Nope. Anything else? Ooh, we got another note. Let's take a look at what it says. Alright, January. I wish I knew where we were. That we had some place we could point to except that radio tower out in the distance. 12, 16, and 8 failed today after 3 days of testing. 16's score burned so hard and fast it ate right through the wet well. Its payload sank into the ocean hot enough to burn for 100 years. Interesting. Sparrow checked the radiation levels that what's being let out with every test. They said they're going to use those in shelters. We can fix this, she said. And craziest part is we agreed. Us four overworked, exhaust pencil necks, we would save the world. What would be left of it anyway? February, question marks. We don't know when in February this is. Turns out Ren blew the whistle on us and made made the people in charge mad. They must have known we were stalling, working on 12 and 24. Those things let out so much radiation they burned green for God's sakes. Except they took them away. Sure, Al and I put up a fight, but they just shoved us around. That bunch of jocks took Sparrow and Reactor 8 with them too. After all, Rin knew she was the only one with the smarts to keep them working. They left us behind on the reactor testing platform. They blew the foundations. The water's been rising slowly. Al thinks we should go after them. I wish I didn't. I did not agree with him. Alright, so something about radiation. They blew the foundations and it's been sinking, so I'm presuming this is what they're talking about. Something about burned so hot that it would burn for 100 years. I wonder if there's something further down in the ocean that we can get to. I definitely want to check that out. Maybe there's something there. But first I want to finish exploring this and see if there's any more notes. I also want to see if there's anything new to grab. So let's see. We could go this way or that way. I'm going to go B1 since, you know, every bit starts with 1. So maybe B1's the way to go. C2. We've got another box. We're going to need to run back over to the ship to get some more food, but I want to finish exploring this little piece first. Can I get up there? Is there anything up there to get to? Looks like I could drop down, but I don't really see anything worth spending the time, but maybe. I wonder if I could jump up on this. Oh, I can. And jump up. Oops. Nope, couldn't jump that, but I can get on this. There we go. Alright. So the way I did that is I jumped up on there, then I crouched, and then I crouch jump to get up on here. But apparently there's not anything to be had up here, but we do get a view of that. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to make our way up there. So this is B2. We already searched this. And let's jump up here. Let's look on the outside of here, see if there's anything to grab. So I don't see anything to grab out here, but let's see what we can get on the inside of these rooms. Alright, took boat, won't be back. Can't mess with those at all. C1. An interesting little... Where have we seen that symbol before? Is that in here? First page. I've seen that symbol somewhere before. Alright, well, we'll figure it out later. Let's go in here. Alright, we have another note. Let's take a look at it. Trace. Okay. 8th of January, distress call received. Trace. Establish rapport. Language unknown. Malaysian. Get Terrigan. 2nd of February, calm dead. Gunshots in distance. Tangaroa. 4th of February, somewhere speaking Malay too fast to make out. Koda. Janghar Koda. Janghar. 6th of March, Janghar found dry place, leaving water rising. We're short a couple of places. I'm sorry. 8th of March, Mike, if you are reading this, head for Balboa if it's still above water. There are supplies in the pantry. Okay, so we have the number 7. We got some information here. Looks like Balboa is going to be our next island. So we'll keep looking around, see if we find any more notes. None of those drawers open. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Ah, another box. Cool. Coconut chicken. Let's see, is there anything else? That just circles around. We can go up the stairs here. Lockers don't seem to have anything in them. Did I explore? Yeah, I explored that already. We explored all of this. Let's go across here, take a look. Yeah, we explored all that, so we need to get over here. Anything to be had up here? Can't take that apart. Alright, we walked that way, so we need to go over here. D1. Let's search the outside, see if there's anything to be had. Alright, let's see what we have inside. Doesn't look like we have any food. They did mention supplies in the last note, so there should be some supplies somewhere. Hopefully we can find those. We're going to need them. Let's hop up here, see if there's anything. Alright, we're in here now, so let's, okay. Let's read this note. Alright, so... Alright, if you can understand what you are reading, this isn't the end. We gunned the engines as hard and as fast as we could, but I think it burned out. We barely made it to the radio tower. Owl says the boat's useless, but I can fix it. They're probably way ahead of us, but I think that they are headed for Selene. I just want to leave this someplace anyone might find it. We didn't cause this, but we damn well helped it along, and by God, we're going to try and fix this. We're going to get there, and we're going to shut down 12 and 24, and we're going to get Sparrow back. And then, maybe I will ask her out, and she won't look at me like I'm crazy this time. Al found my notepad, but I got it back. I need to hide it better next time. This marker makes it really hard to erase stuff. But we will get her back. We have to. Cuckoo. Alright, so, this looks like my girlfriend's listening to me read this. A box while we were in here, I found a blueprint for a headlight. So it looks like we can create a headlight here. And there looks like there's a note, so let's take a look at this note. Before we do, let's look at this board. It says something that's scribbled out. Supply. S-U-P-P. Yeah, that looks like supply. And it says Utopia. So maybe it's not supply, but it says something. And then Utopia. So it looks like buildings sticking out of the water. That's pretty cool. Let's read that note. So the latest note, we read this one. Yes, we read that one. Yep. And people, number 6280. So Vasagatlan. Vasagatata. Let's try that again. Vasagatan. Alright, so looks like we have a new number to plug into. Ooh, we're hungry. I mentioned that earlier. We needed to get back to the ship. That's not good. So we're going to do a quick run to the ship because I am dying of hunger. And I want to dump this and I want to do one more exploration. But it looks like we have a new code coordinate for our antenna array to find our next destination. Vasagatan is the new island, whatever that is. And we have a new blueprint to make something new. I do need to eat something, so let's go ahead and get to our food box. That's over here. We'll chow down on this guy since he's really good. That'll solve our hunger problem. Alright. Let's take a look. So we're floating away from this guy. And our book says Vasaragan is 6280. So we need to change this to 6280. So we'll go 6, 2, 8, and 0. Green light says we've got our destination. Now as you can see, we have one that we're going away from this one, and we're getting closer to that one. So I don't know if I want to hit that one right away. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But if I see an island coming up, I'm going to hit the island first because I want to get some dirt and make some grass plots. I want to get some explosive powder so that I can catch animals on these different islands. I want to do, like, I really want to start expanding the ship with some new features to have some fun with it. And I'm going to mute my mic just for a second while I do some, some mundane stuff like sorting up these net catchers and stuff, and like maybe even add a few more new net catchers and do some smelting, because I have some celery here, and I'll let you hear. I'm going to be munching on this celery, take care of my hangry side while my girlfriend cooks me some dinner, and yeah, that way you don't hear me chomping in your ears. So we're going to do some maintenance stuff. Alright guys, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Enjoy. Alright, so I'm still munching on some stuff to fill my hangry belly. I'm coming back to let you guys know. Take a look here. I've got my sail pointed sideways, and I'm heading towards this green island. This is the blue here. Alright, so to explain how this works, this blue dot right here is the next step of the actual storyline itself. So this one was the first step, which was the radio tower. This one is Vagatastad, or however you pronounce that. That's the next step of the storyline. Now, we do have this green island here, and this green island right here. What this means is, this is not essential to the storyline, but it will have animals and different things. These are large islands. So if you look right in front of us, there is a small island that's not showing up on our radar. The radar is only going to show us the large islands and the points of interest, which moves the storyline forward. So what I'm doing is I'm sailing sideways, which, once I have an engine and rudder and stuff like that, it's going to make life so much simpler. But for now, I'm having to sail sideways to get to this island here. Once I reach this island and explore it, and we look around and we see what's going on, we're then going to head northeast and head towards this island here, which will bring us closer to the next stage. So I want to hit every large island that I find. Small islands I'm not too concerned about. If I do happen upon one, great, I'll stop. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going to the big islands to get the bigger resources and kill the bigger animals and, be able to research some new items and then expand the base into some new possibilities. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'm going to go back to munching on my food, and we'll be doing some other things. My girlfriend is so awesome. She just brought me this amazing soup. It looks absolutely delicious, full of like little things and ramen, and it smells. Yeah, those things. Yeah, she's amazing. And so I'm gonna have a little bit of a bite here. You guys are welcome to keep watching. I'm going to be doing some menial stuff like we already discussed, and yeah, I'll probably end up speeding this up in the final production so that you guys don't have to watch the slow stuff, and we'll get to the next exciting part of this chapter. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. All right, ladies and gents, at long final last, we finally arrive at what I've been promising you for quite some time now, that we would be getting to a large island and exploring it. So, I am currently paddling the boat closer and closer, and once I get in within range, I'm going to go ahead and anchor the boat, and then we'll take a look at some of the different things. You look up in the sky, you will see a big flying bird. That guy is less than friendly. He will pick up a large boulder and he will drop it on your head. And then you get to listen to your character scream a little bit because it hurts him. And it doesn't take that many hits to kill you, so that's something to keep in mind when dealing with this guy. You can hide underneath things that will prevent him from hitting you with the rock. And he's a lot like the shark in the sense that he's going to be aggroed on you when you get close enough, and then he sees you. Then he's going to swing by, he's going to drop a rock on your head, and he will continue to do so until you get out of his range and line of sight. Alright, so we're here. I'm going to drop the anchor so I don't float away. And we're going to take a look at this. Alright, so as you can see, we're here, and we have 3 possible destinations that we can go to. This here is the next stage in our next chapter of our journey. These 3 greens are 3 new islands that we can go to. Now, for all intent and purpose, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be exploring this island. Let's take that battery out of there. And I'm going to take a bite of my ramen. Delish. So now let's prepare for going on this island. Now I know that I'm going to need a bow and arrow, because I need to kill that flying creature. He's not friendly at all. We're going to grab everything that we need, sort it out, and then prep our boxes. That can go in there because I don't need it. There you go. There's that rat dropping stuff on our head. So just to reduce our issue with that, because he'll keep doing it, I'm just going to build that over my head. Alright. Where were we? We are going to... Alright, so we need arrows for that guy. We're going to need a new bow because we're going to end up using up our bow. So let's go here. We're going to grab vine goo. And we're going to grab one bolt. Craft a new bow. Alright, so we have bow. We have arrows. We have an extra bow there, so once that breaks, we'll replace it. We got those guys. I do want the metal one, so since we have those three, that'll be more than enough. I have that and this, so that'll be plenty. We'll be good there. I'm not going to need the ingots. I don't need nails on the island. Boom. Hit me in the head again. Brat. Alright, so let's prep this for the underwater. I'm not going to need any of that. I definitely don't need the wood, and I don't need a paddle. I don't need my hammer, so I just need this, this, and soon enough we will need that, so we can put that there. Alright, so we're ready to go. Well, almost ready to go. We need to grab... There we go. Beautiful. Food. Nice and full on food. We are going to drink some water, get some more, refill. And I don't need to take this bottle. We'll save the inventory space so we don't have to keep coming back. And let's go kill that creature right there. Alright, so the trick with this bird is, remember there's a drop to your arrow. So he's gonna go down and try to pick up a rock to hit you. Here he comes. As long as you see those feathers come out of him, that means you hit. It's a good hit. And you're going to want to get somewhere where you can see around you. Otherwise he... Oh, that is a warthog. They hurt pretty good too. So if you walk to the side, he'll miss you, and you can shoot him. I missed him. Alright, so what's happening here is I'm trying to kill a warthog and the flying guy at the same time, which I got the warthog, that's good. And you'll reclaim a lot of your arrows. Where is he? There he is. I figured I'd try. Alright, so I gotta wait for him to grab another rock, and he's doing that right now. Those were wasted arrows. See, the drop in the arrow, you gotta get it just right, otherwise you waste your arrow, and it takes some health out of your bow. Sometimes if you're lucky, he'll land right where you can get a hit on him. There we go. He's going to land right there so I can shoot him. That's alright. You may have got a hit on me, but I got two on you, buddy. Not really sure where he went. There he is. That's a good spot to be, bud. So the trick with this is a little bit of high ground helps. As you can see, kind of gives you a vantage point. That's right, buddy. Keep landing where I can shoot you. There we go. Bird's dead. Alright, so once you kill that flying creature, he is just like the shark. He, she, it, whatever you want to call it, is just like the shark, will come back. So you want to harvest what you can and move forward. Alright, now that both of them are dead, I can show you a little bit about what else would happen. Alright, so I killed the warthog. I got a warthog's head. I killed the bird. I got a bird's head. You can actually put those on if you want. And if you had another, if you looked at, you changed the view, you'd be able to see what you look like. Personally, I don't care. I'm just going to keep going with farming. So there's a lot of stuff that you can get on these islands. You're going to need to make a shovel because you're going to be able to dig dirt. I think we have the ability to make a shovel now. Yeah. No, yeah. We can make a shovel. I forgot to make it before I came, but that's fine. We're going to have to make a couple trips to the boat anyway to drop off supplies because we don't really have a lot of inventory space. Later in the game, you'll be able to get a backpack, which expands your inventory. And once you fill up your boxes, you don't really need to gather the leaves and plastic anymore. I mean, you can just keep making boxes, but at a certain point you get like a massive amount. As you can see with the way that I have my ship set up. So like I said, you're going to need a shovel. This is the location. On every big island, there's going to be a spot just like this. See how the shovel pops up? That dirt is important because that allows you to make these land plots that you can feed your animals that you capture, which we will be showing you here shortly. I think we'll be showing you because if I recall correctly, there's a relative amount of explosive powder that you have to craft, and you only get 3 or 4 blowfish here. So we might get lucky. And a shovel needs 1 bolt, some planks, and a metal ingot. There we go. So we now have a shovel. Alright, so you've crafted the shovel. You come in here, you see these little mounds. Boom. Now you have dirt. With dirt, you have to research, so you have to take 1, use it to research. And it'll give you the ability to make some different types of planter plots. So in here, somewhere here. There. So see how you have these 3? The next one will be a little green grass thing that'll allow you to have animals live on your raft. Never knew that little spot was over there. Okay. So now that we've done that, I wonder, I've never tried to jump up there before. Could you even? Nah, who cares? We'll try it another day. Alright, so let's finish exploring the island. It's going to get dark, but no worries. It's not like pitch black where you can't see. So that is a chicken. You need the cannon to get the chicken. We don't have the cannon right now because we have not researched explosive powder yet. Now that we're at the large island, we can kill a blowfish, get explosive powder, and then make what we need for that. You know, I do have to say, the graphics in this game are really nice. Like, you know, the water reflections, like, yes, there's a little bit of vibrancy to the greens and stuff, but like, really, it's just a nice looking game. I'm sure with future expansions and updates and stuff that they're really going to refine this. I mean, take a look at Rust, the way that Rust used to look ages ago. It was so, you know, weird. And now it's got some really nice feel to the controls and everything like that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just YouTube, Google search or YouTube search Rust videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. Look for Rust Legacy and then look for Rust, you know, 2021. God, the videos are like night and day different. The graphics are so much better. And the gameplay is a lot smoother. So I haven't really found any lag or major, you know, dislikes in this game. You know, there's a couple little like weird things that happen that you're like, huh, what? Kind of like Bruce, the shark, glitching through the ocean, or little stuff. But no major complaints. I do think that in future updates, when they add more content and they create like new enemies and new potential threats to your raft, I think a lot of it's going to, you know, it'll be a lot more fun. I don't know if any of you guys and girls, any of you people have ever played Project Zomboid back when its first iteration. You know, I mean, even now the graphics still aren't like amazing, but they're a lot better than they used to be. I mean, you pretty much were playing Minecraft graphics on Project Zomboid, you know, before the most recent patch and update. I mean, they're making so much more content for it and creating new metrics to it, different types of survival strategies, and a whole lot of new stuff. I've just been really impressed overall with what they're doing. And that's another game I enjoy playing. I don't play it very much anymore. I used to play it quite a bit. But I'm in not that it's too hard, but like, God, there's no salvation in that game. Like, it tells you from the very beginning, this is how you die. And literally, it is inevitable you're going to die in that game. There's no possible salvation. There's no, oh, maybe I might be. No, you're gonna die. So, you know, putting so much effort into building a character and being so careful not to get scratched, or, you know, making sure you take vitamins and all these different, you know, potentialities of the game. Oh my God, I'm wet. I need to go dry off before I catch a cold. Like, it's a non-stop nightmare of how am I going to end up dying in this game? And that's sort of what makes it fun. And the fact that, you know, when you die, you don't lose everything. You just lose all your stats for your character, which totally sucks. If any of you have ever played Project Zomboid, you know that you put hours and hours into training, you know, like just the building skill, the fighting skill, the shooting skill, all these different skills, just running and sneaking, that, you know, if you don't get enough rest, you start feeling ill, you get sick, and you end up turning into a zombie, you end up dying. By the way, what I just gathered there, that's one of the ingredients for the cooking pot. So this is really good. That helps me make some really hearty meals. That will give me a lot more health and vitalization. Oh, this is one of the llamas. Now, by the way, there are unique rare animals on some islands, so it's advantageous to check all the islands. On a previous gameplay, I found a zebra-striped llama. It was so cool, because all the llamas pretty much look the same. They just come in, some are a little bit larger than others. But when I got the zebra llama in there, it just looked really cool. I think a really interesting metric to the game, which would be awesome for them to add, would be the breeding potential of the animals. Like put different types of animals together that would have different stats on what they could actually grow or what they could actually produce. Like have like 3 different types of llamas, and if you put 2 llamas in one cage, their own personal cage, then they would breed another llama, and that could have a whole new stat. So that would be a really cool metric if they added. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Put, leave a comment in the, leave a message in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Would adding that metric to this game be something of interest? Would that type of metric in the game where you would have different stats on the animals that you had, same thing on like the trees, because you can grow trees, you can grow fruit, so why not be able to, like, cross-pollinate the plants to create a stronger plant? I don't know. I think it would be interesting to have a little bit of variation, because this portion of it, of the farming and exploring, after you've done it a few times on a few islands, it can get a little old and boring. And I find building on the ship is its redeeming factors, that I can continue building the ship and making it bigger, so it makes it worth it to try to go and find supplies on the islands. Because you really don't need to hit these big islands to complete the game. Although it will give you the necessary materials to make getting to endgame easier. You don't have to hit the big islands. I do, because they have the animals, they have a lot of unique resources, and later in the game you'll have a metal detector where you can dig up rare treasure, rare supplies, etc., etc. So anyway, it looks like I've been able to gather. I mean, I may not have explored this entire island completely. There might be areas that I haven't seen in its entirety. But, that's okay. For this video's purposes, you've seen plenty of the island, and we can go ahead and scooch on over to the water portion of this, so you guys can see a couple key elements to making the water portion work for you. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Alright, there you go. So I jumped off that ledge and it hurt. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to feed ourselves, and then we're going to gear up for the water. And being that this island is so big, I'll show you what I personally use, which makes a big difference when doing the underwater farming. I just want to make sure he's not chewing off something important, which he's not. And let's eat this. Bonk, bonk. We're going to go put away all the supplies. We're going to keep 2 of you. We're going to grab 1 water bottle, put some water in it. We don't need our bow and arrow. We are going to need our spear. And I'm probably going to want an additional spear. Wait, we need our hooks. Where did we put our hooks? I think it's right there. Good. We might need more hooks than that. But for now, whatever. We'll come back if we need more. I don't need a shovel underwater. Alright, so what we're working towards here is I'm going to show you... This is the large island. And keep in mind that the large island is... Well, as its name suggests, it's large. But also, there is... deeper portions to the island that you can access. You'll see here in a little bit what I'm talking about. And you're also going to see, this is the portion where I'm going to show you how to kill the blowfish. If you do this properly, you'll get the blowfish each time. If you don't, the blowfish will blow up, and it is relatively painful to your character. So you're going to want to make sure that you're conscious on how you're killing this blowfish. You definitely want it, especially the first few times. Later on, it's not going to be so important, but these first couple you really need for your research. So usually there's one that hangs out in these initial deep areas, so just keep an eye out. You'll see a little yellowfish. You've got that, which is a cooking element. I think it's kelp or something like that. You have your usual same type stuff underneath the water here. Clay, sand, scrap, stone, metal ore, copper ore, and seaweed. The other thing that you get in this area is that blowfish, which is what we're looking for right now. You want to be vigilant and checking, because sometimes... there he is. If you look straight ahead, you'll see the blowfish. Alright, so this is how you get him. He's going to chase you. So once he aggroes on you, just like he has, let him come up to you, stab him, move back. Wait for him to come to you, stab him, move back. You want to make sure you move back enough to give him enough time to calm down, because if he's still pissed off, he will inflate, just like he's getting ready to do. Watch him. But instead, this time he didn't blow up because I hit him 4 times. So if you look, I now got an explosive goo and a poison puffer head. No, I'm not wearing it for any particular reason other than I just want to get it out of my inventory space. Yes, I do keep them because you can make it's a fish stew, pufferhead's fish stew or something like that. That's really hearty for your meal bar. All right, something that I want you to pay attention to is on the left, the health meter for my beverage. Oh, that's why didn't have my oxygen bottle equipped. I'm thirsty, so my thirst meter is not dangerously low, but it's getting close. What that means is in a little while I'm not going to be able to move as fast as I normally could on land, which is dangerous for me because I have swum quite a distance away from my ship, which means if I am thirsty, I could end up dying of thirst. Something to pay attention to is whenever you see debris like this. Not this. Hold on, I just want to grab this real quick. Whenever you see debris like this, means there's a mystery box nearby. On the large islands, it means that there's a puffer fish nearby too. Whew. I saw his shadow just in time. Alright, so let him get close. Hit him once. Let him get close. Hit him again. Always backing up, giving him the opportunity to calm down. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab him. Alright, so far so good. I got 2 explosive goos. And we'll turn that into explosive powder later. We're going to continue farming. Our water situation is not quite at a dire point. What I was saying is that whenever you see debris like that, it means that there's a mystery box nearby. And when you're on the large islands, it means that a pufferfish will be nearby as well. As you just saw, I was able to kill it. We're going to go for the mystery box here in a minute. I just want to go ahead and finish grabbing this stuff up here before I dive down deep. Alright, so let's go back over to that debris. And let's go ahead and fill up on our oxygen. So if you look, there's going to be another level down there. Much deeper, and the box is down there. Also, there's the possibility of another pufferfish down there. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out my hook so I can grab what I need to grab. I'm not going to get the stuff right there. Let's see. I don't see another pufferfish. So I'm going to grab the stuff down here at this lowest point. And the large islands has a lot of this metal ore, so it makes it awesome. You don't have to stop by all those small ones and get just a few. If you look over here, see that? It's just perfect. Now I am deeper, so I need to pay attention to when I need to go to the surface. But as you saw earlier, I was drowning for quite a while, and I didn't lose that much health. So yeah, you can spend a little extra time knowing that you're going to be able to get to the surface soon. And not worry about like completely drowning. So if you see, I'm gonna start drowning here soon. All right, so I'm losing health, and I could still continue, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the surface. So if you see, I still have some time to get up here and get a breath of air, and my health is gonna regenerate over time. As you can see, my health is already regenerating as it is. Now I'm going to farm this stuff up really quickly, and I'm going to make my way back to the ship because I'm going to start getting severely dehydrated and not be able to move. You're going to see it happen here in a second. There you go. See how my screen's kind of fading in and out? My thirst bar is going crazy. It means that I'm very thirsty. I'm dehydrated, and once that hits 0, my health is going to start going down to 0 very quickly. I need to get to the surface. I need to swim back to my ship. Now, if I do make it back, that's great. If I don't make it back, no big deal. I have a hammock on the ship, which means that when I respawn, I will not have lost anything. It does look like I'm going to get pretty close to making this. And in the future, it's just easier to go ahead and make sure that you have a beverage with you versus having to deal with this really slow. And I could be unlucky, and I am lucky this time. I actually filled it before I left. Alright, so that solves that. I can go from walking super slow to moving fast again. So later in this episode, I'm going to be doing building on the ship. Even though you've already seen a lot of building, that's part of this series. I'm not really skipping over all the build portion and stuff like that because, I'd like you guys to be able to see what it is that I'm up to. Even if I'm fast forwarding through it, no big deal. But at least you guys get a concept of how much effort does go into making something like this. And you can choose to either make a really big ship and do all this crazy stuff, or you can make a small one. That's really up to you. Yeah. So anyway, alright, so what we're going to do now is we already went that way. So this time we're going to go this way. I know Bruce is over here. I don't really care. I'll just run far enough away from him. He should not be a problem. Of course, that's the operative word. Should not. But whatever. I'm looking for the explosive fish, which should be somewhere in this vicinity. As soon as we find the explosive guy, we're going to kill him, and we're going to farm. I guess he's not there. Which is kind of a good thing, because that's a dead end over there. But he should be somewhere in this cove area. He might be closer to my ship, which means Bruce may be in the way. But we're going to explore through here, see if we can find that exploding fish, the puffer fish, and get some more explosive goo. There he is. Okay. There actually might be 2 over here. That would be amazing if there is. Especially if we can get them to give us 2. Sometimes they'll give you 2 2 explosive goo. Not always though. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. We're gonna get some oxygen. Yep, see, I got 2 from that guy. That's cool. Alright, so now we're gonna go down here, see if we can find another pufferfish. We could get lucky. Of course, there is Bruce, and he has seen me. I don't want to waste my spear on Bruce, so I'm just gonna... Then there's the pufferfish. That sucks. So Bruce got in the way, and I had to escape Bruce, and I ran across the path of the pufferfish, which I got too close to him, so he exploded. We lost the explosive goo from that one, and we will have to visit another couple large islands in order to get what we need for the research bench in order for us to be able to capture one of the animals. I thought I was going to be able to do it this one, but apparently, well, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Could always get lucky, and there's another pufferfish somewhere in here. In my experience, there's usually a 2 to 3. I don't think I've ever seen more than that. Well, 2 to 4. I don't think I've ever seen more than... Bruce! Go away, Bruce. Nobody wants you. So, if you notice, my I'm not wearing the oxygen bottle and the flippers. There's no point in wasting it on the backside of the island here. They're pretty expensive to make as far as vine goo is concerned, and the seaweed. So I don't wear it on the backside of the island. I only put it on if I see like there's going to be a deep part that I should go to, kind of like what looks like is coming up. This might be one of the areas where it gets really deep, but if it's not, I'm not going to waste my my fins on this portion unless it's absolutely necessary, because I can just swim like normal, spend a little extra time getting to where I want to get to. Now if it was a pufferfish, absolutely I would put the I think I've already farmed over here. This was where, yeah, this is where we got the boxes. And we already farmed everything up there, so we're going to get back on the ship. I've always wanted to do this. I don't know if it's possible, but we're going to try. We're going to take that bow and arrow. He's not even good enough to get a spear. He's going to be bowed to death. Come here, Bruce. Want to bite the ship, do ya? Yeah, how'd you like that? Gotcha, Bruce. Alright, so that worked really well. Let's see if I get my... Oh, I did. I got my arrows back. I like that. Alright, we can only hope that there is a pufferfish down here. That would be superb. And there is. Good. That means there would have been 5 pufferfish on this island. So, Bruce, you suck. Cool. That's a much easier way. All right. So now you've seen it. You've seen it firsthand, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. We just killed the pufferfish with the bow and arrow, and it was so much easier than that spear. So I think I'm going to be using the spear from now on. It's pretty decent. It didn't take long to kill the shark. Definitely did not take long to kill the pufferfish, and I learned a trick that if you shoot the arrow forward in the water, it just kind of like sputters out and doesn't do anything. But if you're shooting it straight down at whatever's coming at you, then it, you know, even if it's a little ways away, it still nails your target. So that's good news. We're going to give that a shot on our next big island. Just take the bow and arrow into the water instead of the spear, and we'll see how it does. I'm kind of excited. Alright, so let's get a little bit of air. We'll finish farming this little spot, and then we're going to get going to... Actually, oh, see, there's that there. Haha, I almost left without even checking that. There we go. Is there another pufferfish here? Oh no, there was one, but Bruce got in the way. Alright, so... scrap is always in... yeah, it's always definitely a necessity in the game. That's the one item I've found that ultimately is... there's a scarcity on it and a constant state. Like, trying to get a box of that stuff is just crazy because you use scrap for everything. Alright. I do like this front access to the ship. It's got a good look to it. Alright, so I want to get prepped for where I'm going to be going. So let's take a look here. I want to go to this one here. Okay, so I'm going to turn my sail that way. Go release my anchor. And we're going to double check our... actually, no, stop. Because I might be able to... I've got explosive powder there, and I've got 4 more. It's possible that I have enough to research and make what I need. Alright, so let's take a look. Research table I thought was down here. Apparently it's not. Where did I put the research table? Or did I not put it out? Could have sworn I did. Oh, losing my mind. Losing my mind. Where's the research bench? Wow, right in front of me. Okay, so let's put that in there. Research that. See, now I can make this a net canister. Let's put... where's the dirt? We need the dirt. Where's the dirt? Give me the dirt! Alright, put the dirt in there. Research that, so now I can make those. Put you in there. Cannot research you. What about you? Nope. Can I research you? Nope. I already researched you. I don't know. Maybe? Nope. Maybe? Yeah, I already did you. Oh, we need a battery. That's what we need. I knew there was something we were forgetting. Let's try a full battery and an empty battery. Alright, let's see. So we put an empty battery. Research. Well, I'm glad I researched an empty one, because the full one doesn't give you nada. Alright, here's the grand question. Can I make the weapon yet? Yes, I can. What do I need? Alright, so we're going to make the launcher. We need a metal ingot. We need a bolt. 2 bolts. We'll just make an extra one. And some plastic. We need this. 1 explosive. Yes. Now we can go capture some animals. Alright, good. Glad I didn't sail away, because I want those animals. Alright, we're going to grab some rocks. We need some rope. more rocks. There we go. Now, before we capture that guy, we will need somewhere to put them, because otherwise they're not very smart. They'll run right off the edge of the ship and die, and that's just silly. And we're gonna build a nice little we're gonna build a little 4x4 pin right here. Let's go see how much dirt we have. How perfect is that? Let's see, we're gonna build those. So let's, oh, I can only build 2. I forgot about that. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing that. Alright, so we got 2 plots, that's fine. So long as it rains, it'll rebuild them when we get to the next island. We can make some more. But this is where you're going to be putting the animals. You got to give them a fence so they don't walk off your raft. And this is what they eat. So it doesn't matter which animal you capture. They need the grass to eat. So the more animals you have in there, the more grass plots you'll need. I like keeping the chickens separate simply because the chickens will lay eggs, and when you have a big, huge open space of grass plots, the eggs can get lost in the grass. You don't know where they're at and whatever. But what I do like, by the way, I'm taking a nap so that the sun will rise. Sleeping in the hammock, you'll sleep all night, and the morning will dawn, so you'll be in the sunlight instead of the night time. I don't mind the nighttime on the ship, but when I'm on the islands, I like the daytime so I can see the animals I'm pursuing. Some of the animals can be difficult to catch, so you'll want to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and gather, while I'm here, I'm going to gather the flowers too. Because then I can show you how to create the paint mixer and make paint for your ship. There he is. Alright, so here's the thing. He's fast as blazes. There you go. That was a lot easier than I made it sound. Sometimes you'll miss, and that's just a pain. Yes, they look really funky. Sometimes they're difficult to catch. Or you miss and you just wasted your net. You can't pick it back up and reuse it. Once you've shot it, that's it. You have to use another one. So you want to be sure, like, watch the pattern, which way they run. There you go. Now he's in here, and he'll stay in there, and he'll start laying eggs for me as he eats the grass. He'll lay eggs. You do have to put fresh water on those guys. Why am I starving again? Whatever. You have to put fresh water on them for them to continue to grow, for the grass to continue to grow. Every time they eat it, they need fresh water. You can make a water sprinkler, which requires a battery and for you to refill it with water. Later, you can automate those water sprinklers with so that it automatically fills and, you know, all that good stuff. But if you put, I think, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. If you put your plots, the grass plots, that, out underneath the open sky, when it rains and storms, it'll automatically water them. And my last playthrough, oh, thank you, baby. My last playthrough, I had a whole bunch of animals. I had, like, I don't know, 9 or 10 llamas. I had 4 or 5 chickens and several goats. And I think I had like 20 plots of grass. And I was constantly having to fill the water, and I'd forget about it, and they'd start, you know, the animals would start dying because They didn't have anything to eat, and it was so frustrating. And then I realized as I was rebuilding my ship that the grass started growing one time, and it's because it's just in one area because there was no roof over it. So after making that discovery, I tried just leaving, like not even caring if they lived or died. I just left them exposed to the elements, and sure enough, multiple hours of gameplay later, they were doing just fine. The grass was growing. They'd end up clearing out the whole thing before the next rainstorm came, but the rainstorm would come and the grass would grow and they would eat. Everything was fine. Chickens would produce eggs, and none of them died. So yeah, that's a little tip and trick for you. Put your animal farm up on the roof. If you feel like, oh, I should give them some type of cover, go for it. But make sure that the plots for their food is exposed to, what am I trying to say? There he is, llama. Is exposed to the elements so that it will automatically water them for you and you don't have to worry about it. Hello, Mr. Llama. See, ooh, got him. Come here. I cannot see anything with this llama. What did we call the llama last time?
Wasn't it Pedrito?
No. That was your name for it. What did I call it?
Llama.
That's not what I called it.
Richie.
Oh, I think I called him a Lima Llama. It's a Lima Llama. I'm carrying a Lima Llama. Lima Llama, Lima Llama, Lima Llama.
Call it Richie. You can sing Badawai la la llama. Badawai la la llama.
Yeah, I could. Alright, so now we have a chicken and a llama. Oh, I fell in the water. No, the shark's gonna eat us. Oh, look at there. My chicken laid an egg. Beautiful. Soon I will be making omelets. There's omelets. Ah, I need a goat to make this, though. I can make this, though. I can make a delicious omelet. So I put that there. Let's grab a potato. Give me a tater. And, oh, I need 2 eggs. That's some malarkey. Oh, there's perfect. So see how it's raining? It's not really storming, but it's raining. It's watered these plots with fresh water. So now they'll start growing. That's what I wanted to show you. Alright, so you have now seen a large island. You've seen me kill the blowfish. You have seen the creation of the explosive powder. You've also seen the capture of a llama, a chicken. I'm bleeding resources. Alright, so I need to go put some this way. Our next episode, we're going to be exploring another large island, and we're going to be expanding our ship a little bit to accommodate some new animals. We're going to be looking to capture some rare animals on our next excursion. Whether we capture one or not, we don't care. We just want to capture them. Force them to live on our raft out at sea. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so as you can hear, I'm getting a little delirious. I've been doing this a little bit too long today. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. It's been a lot of fun playing with you guys. I'll probably do a little bit of upgrading. I'll leave the video rolling so you guys can see it and fast forward. I know I didn't do a story this time. We got pretty far deep into the game. Maybe next episode, season 2, episode 2, I'll do a story or tell something about my life. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I really appreciate you guys joining my channel today, and look forward to seeing you guys in our next episode. Please, it would really support our channel if you would like and subscribe. You know, if you really like the content, feel free to ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of our content. My girlfriend will be posting up videos as well. Her gamer tag is Lucy Ryder. She has an Etsy site, she has Instagram, she has all these different things. Please check out the stuff that she has. For the ladies out there, she has some really great items on her Etsy account that are specifically geared for ladies. And for the guys here that want to buy your girlfriend something awesome, check out Lucy Ryder's Etsy page. You can also check out my Etsy page. Go to 7drop.com. That's the number 7, drop.com. I have some health products there, and I have some seeds that I've been selling for quite some time. Feel free to check that out. Leave us a like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you in the next episode. Cheers.